Welcome, and let's solve this beautiful geometry problem together. We are given a right triangle. This length measures 32 units, and inscribed is a circle such that it touches the sides of the right triangle at these 3 points, and the radius of the circle measures 12 units. We are asked to find the area of the triangle. Is it something you can do? Relax, I will take you through that step by step. It's just so easy. Now remember that for you to find the area of this right triangle, area is simply half multiplied by the base multiplied by the height. Now if you go back, this is the height because it right angles here. So this becomes the height of the triangle. And this becomes the base. And if this is the base, do we know this? Let's say that this base is P. Do we know this base? No. What it means is that we need to find this P, and when we do that, we can now replace it here since we've known our height. So it means area is half times the base times our height, which is 32. So this is all we need to do to find the area of the triangle. Now let's find the base together. When you have this kind of question, always target the intersecting point. Now remember that the radius is the line from the center touching any part of the circumference. This is your circumference. So it means that you are free to generate as many radii as possible. And we want to target the intersecting point. If that is true, it means that I can drop my radius from here to touch this part. Remember that this line, and this are tangent line because they are touching the circle at this point. They are touching the circumference of the circle at this point. So it has made the three to become tangent line to the circle. So if this is true, I'm going to drop my radius to touch this part. Let's do it together. So if I join it, this is what I have. You can also drop from here to touch this part. So let's do it. So this is what you have. Now what do you do at this point? If this is a tangent line and this is your radius, remember that the radius is perpendicular with the tangent at the point of tangency. So at this point it makes angle 90. And if from here to here is 12, automatically this length is also 12. And this one also makes a right angle here. From here to here is also same as 12. And you observe that this has formed a square because this remaining angle is also 90. So if from here to here is 12, this length will also measure 12 units. And if this is true, you can adjust this part of this shape. So if you adjust it, it means this remaining length is going to be 32 subtract 12, and that gives you 20. So this length here is 20. So that when you add up the total length, it gives you back 32. You have not changed anything. So what should we do next? From here to here is 12. It means that this length is also going to be 12 units. And if this is true, we are also free to adjust this. And if you do that, remember we said that this whole length is the base, which represented as P. So it means that the remaining part, this whole length from here down to this end, is our B. So if here is 12, the remaining part is going to be B minus 12. So that when you add these two, it gives you back your B. You still have not changed anything. Also observe that this is your point of tangency. So you are free to drop this line, which will give you the radius, and it touches this point. Did you see that? So what should you do at this point? This reminds you of a theorem. Let me remind you of that. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn through us. If you are still new, why not subscribe for the more you get? Make sure the notification bell is on because we have updates for you every day. If you love what you do, don't forget to like and also share. Thank you, and let's keep doing this to have. Remember that for each time you have a circle drawn, and there is these two tangent lines drawn to meet each other at a point, we said that these two lines are equal, obeying your tangent and the tangent theorem. Remember that this is your center, so this is what you have. These are your radii. Now, of what use will this theorem be to us? Let's go back to this. Did you observe that we have been able to establish this theorem in the diagram? Carefully look at it. Did you observe such? Yes. Observe that we have mentioned that this line is tangent as well as this. And if this is true, it means from here to here should be equal with from here down to this end, obeying what you have established here. And from here to here measures b minus 12. Did you see it? So it means that this length is also going to measure b minus 12. What should we do next? Still go back to your diagram. Did you also observe that we still have this theorem again established in the diagram? Look at it properly. If you look at the upper part, you will see that this theorem is established. And if this is true, we have also said that this line is tangent line. So it means that from here, from this point down to this is equal with from here down to this, obeying what we have here. From here to here is 20. This length is also going to give us 20 units. So what should we do? Just add up the whole length here. So let's add it up, and that gives us 20 plus b minus 12. 20 subtract 12 is 8. It gives us 8 plus b. So this whole length gives us 8 plus b. Now looking at this also, you have observed that we've been able to identify this length as this. This length is identified as b, and this length is identified as 32. And because we have been able to identify the three sides of the right triangle, at this point you are free to use your Pythagorean theorem. Let me show you how to do that. So remember, here measures b, this length measures 32, and this measures 8 plus b. This side is the side that is opposite to this right angle. It means it's the longest side. So square it. So you are going to now have 8 plus b squared is equal to the square of these two legs summed. We have 32 squared plus b squared. Now, how do we expand this? Just use your algebraic identity. For every a plus b squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So if you apply this here, we now have 8 squared plus 2 times b times 8 plus b squared is equal to 32 squared gives us 1024 plus b squared. So what should we do? Multiply this. We now have 8 squared is 64 plus this gives you 16b plus b squared is 1024 plus b squared. At this point, you can remove this. They are both positive. So what you do to remove is to subtract. So you subtract b squared from both sides. Subtract this. Let's take it up to half. 64 plus 16b is equal to 1024. So what should we do next? Let's remove this. Because it's positive, you subtract. And when you do that, you now have this cancels. 16b is equal to, subtract this, it gives us 960. To get b, remove this, you divide by 16. So when you do that, we are going to have b will give us, divide this by 16, it gives us 60. So our b here is 60. Now that we have found the base, we can now go back to find the area. And we said that area is half multiplied by base multiplied by our height we got is 32. So we are going to replace our base with 60 to half. So we replace it with 60. This is 60 over 1. So 2 here is 1, 2 here is 30. 3 times 2 gives us, we have 3 times 2 will give us 6. 3 times 3 is 9. And this gives us 960 squared units as the area of this triangle. And I hope this really helps you. Don't forget to tell us how much, like, share. I'll also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for always choosing to learn through us. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.